beautiful fellow human beings. And I finally remembered to bring some water because I wanted to see if some of this stuff floats, namely this neon rope. And really nice color, and when you brush it out, really silky smooth. So I wanted to see if like a little piece of it would float, and then maybe some brushed out fibers. Need some new scissors. Boop. It's flowing now, and I'm gonna cut another piece and poke it under the water. Sunk. The other one's starting to sink. Now some individual fibers. Don't know if you can see, but I wanted to see what the stuff does in water. And this is just, how do you say, like rope or cord, neon cord. And really good to lower a camera down. I haven't used it for that yet. I meant to. Jacked it from Code. He got it for his dive bell. But it floated around a little too extensively, like a snake. So, oh, excuse me. I'm gonna get right into it. And hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I have a few patterns, peacock-centric patterns, and I'm going to give a go because I believe I have everything for it. If not, I have stuff I could substitute. And found a wet pattern for gray hackle. The tail is fiber from dyed red duck quill, body peacock curl, and the hackle is gray grizzly. So got everything for that. And I just did some rough little doodles of it. So let me set this to where it goes. Hey Angel, hope you're having a good night. So let's see. I'm going to, whoa, I didn't write down what kind of hook. Good job. Trying to get some Aberdeen hooks. Just the hooks I've been using and have seemed to misplace altogether. So let me get a few different kinds out. I have a few of these Aberdeen hooks left. Mustad, 1/0, and the gape is much gapier than the long shank hooks that I found on Amazon and have also misplaced. Okay, and very, very thick metal. This is the ones from Amazon. These are the Mustads. So I think I'm going to try to tie a woolly rubber on these. I'll be able to get a bead on that also. Because, I mean, look at that. The difference of gape. And I noticed that I lose that a lot of the times. Well, it's just like not very gappy. And going to be using these out here on a, a baitcaster. However, haven't set any hooks thus far, so I'm going to try on these. They're quite large. I will throw a bead on it actually. I'm still half packed. The uncertainty. Let's see. Oh shit, what's happening in Poland? Hello from Florida. Poland, very cool. Y'all's food looks delicious and very hearty and delicious. Perfect for this time of year here in Florida. Got any recipe recommendations? Oh, that was perfect. These beads have a seam on them, so you are able to split them open. It's a little bit of a pain. But see, on these, I have to split them open because they just don't. That gap is just, the bend of the hook is just a little too severe. And the goal for this one, just going along as I go. Not much planning, unfortunately. I was going through books last night, but I have like none of the materials that those patterns call for, so I had, like that, it's so bendy. But gonna weight it also. I really want it to be heavy. And of course, gotta grab some of that too. Maybe look at that. Dear, what? So, oh, my bad. So locally, I mainly have access to like freshwater lakes, but they're loaded with largemouth bass and peacock bass and a ton of sunfish and panfish. I don't know the difference between sunfish and panfish, to be totally honest. Learning every moment. I most of my life I've engaged with saltwater fishing, and up until recently had no real experience freshwater fishing at all. Like, I vaguely remember fishing in lakes and Lake Osborne, which is a park that people used to swim in, but now it's one of those doo-doo brown lakes that you don't even want to get splashed with. But I've never caught a peacock bass before, and I'm absolutely dying to. So hopefully soon I'll find a stress ball at the store I can use for making some worms. Probably put a bunch of this on it. This is just lead. And I'm probably gonna do the same coloring as the one I made yesterday, which is this one. The bright green and black grizzly with the dark chenille. Gotta figure out how to incorporate more black into it. So, get this down. I'll leave a little bit of room so I can hide everything else. Guess. Well, might as well just wrap it all up. I'm using these with a spinning reel, and I haven't really succeeded in getting them out and down because I personally do not know how to fly fish. I have a beginner setup, but I need a lot of practice before I could efficiently test them, and because I'd like to know if I'm like tying things that will work. So I'm more than happy to ship anything out. They would just take a stamp or two. Oh, I'm dying to head north. Yeah, the trout doesn't come down this far. Palm Beach County, so southeast Florida. And alcohol. Oh yeah, I've shaken hands. But anyway, you know, if you do too, don't let that stop you. I managed. And now, since putting the hook farther back, I don't know why I wasn't doing that before, I don't poke my fingers anymore, so no fear. So Some people have shaky hands, some people have big old sausage hands, but they manage to, you know. One of my favorite sites is Fat Fingered Fly Tire. So I've got the chenille, gotta get some marabou, and I do think I'm gonna stick with red. Also, never put stuff down in the same place. I'm always frantically looking around the desk. It is a little chilly. So I just kind of bundle this stuff like a sausage gift. And then add some glue. And this stuff is probably the stuff I'm really thankful to have discovered. I see mixed reviews on it. However, the added security of having like glue like really soak into it, like even just peace of mind. Ooh. I do feel bad because if I had known about a lot of these materials, I probably would have been sticking to these for jewelry making. So I did a little metal work, but it was mostly just hands crafts and weaving stuff or wrapping. Stop doing that. I also want it to be straight, so I think I'm gonna stop there. And marabou. I'm still using the fluff and the scrub. However, I think I just got lucky with that one turkey flat because I haven't run into another like it where it had a ton of the fluff, that undulating fluff. Because the one thing, like I haven't set any hooks, but they really do look great swimming. So I really can't wait to, yeah. Oh, it's a nice little guy. This one maybe. Because it's kind of like a bait fish too. Let me see. Maybe. It's like pulling it through the water should help that stay flat. Maybe I'll keep looking. I just want a lot of fluff on it. I have a few of the blood quills, but a small few, so I'm waiting till I'm like... And also, I was wondering if there's any way to flatten feathers. I guess they won't melt. Well, that's kind of cool, but I'm not sure. Oh, that was essentially... I'll just use this one. Cut that thick piece off. What was that? Oh. Just, I don't know if you can see. Suppose I'll just use one of these. I'm really wanting to have something that I could use on the spinning reel, because that's what I got right now. I'm looking for a Baitcaster. There's a few, but everything looks decent on them. Okay, because I really kind of want that rib of the feather, because I want it to be like a bait fish. That's nice, sturdy feather. I always end up with such an extreme gap. But I want it to be kind of like that, maybe. Here, let me look down. Yes, the fly fishing in the ocean, it's mainly like shrimpy crustacean patterns and massive streamers. Like the most, I guess, known or popular, besides Clouser's minnows, it'd be I guess like the Lefty's Deceiver. I made a few of them, but they're not very beefy. I gotta get more bucktail. But the book, Saltwater Fly Patterns, these are about like $6 to $7 on eBay, and it's incredible. Yeah, a lot of crustacean patterns, bonefish patterns. And there's a lot you can fish for. And I personally want to try it over rocks for sand perch crustaceans. Oh, so trout is not in my area. We do have sea trout, but this is for largemouth bass. It is pretty big though. Yeah, that's pretty big. I'm going to grab. Shoot, it is pretty big. But I might as well just finish this. It's just the gap of the other hooks just seems so small, and I haven't set a single one, and a lot of them I have weighted down as much as I can. This chenille is polyester, and it's from Joanne Fabrics for blankets. Really soft, but really nice, like midnight color. I love when a piece of feather falls down my leg. Oh my god, it feels so alive. So I suppose what a perfect material to imitate living. I think I'm gonna stick with these green ones. Definitely want to get a whole like thing of these black and green. They're so nice. They're simply like, even just as a hat, you know. I was going through my hats yesterday because I want to make a few hair pieces and also like add feathers to some of my existing hats. A lot of them are from like the 50s. And it's almost time to bust out my favorite one. But I do this inside so I don't wear a hat. The Flagler Museum is having tea parties. What's going on with this? Should grab my hats, honestly. Because I'm getting rid of a lot of this stuff, so I'm also going to start like doing a little show and tell, only because like it'd be nice to document this stuff and lazily. And just I've been a big fan of yard sales and thrift stores, but since I was a kid, so I do have a little bit much. Granted, I did lose a lot over the last few moves, but just trying to get the okay. Apologies for not looking down. Yeah, very soft hook. Yeah, sea trout. So I wonder if they are so many different kinds. Spotted sea trout, silver sea trout, sand sea trout. There's just a few on this like striped bass. I know is a big one. Here's the trout up here. Isn't that gorgeous? Spotted sea trout. If you're in doubt about rod strength or hook size. See, that's another thing. I just have a lot to learn. There's so many things that are, because I grew up saltwater fishing using bait, and like with live bait, your pole is just sitting there, and then like catching live bait, use sabiki, and if using like shrimp or squid, just using kind of anything I have on hand or the tackle shop has. Usually the piers have little shops with leader, just usually the egg weight on the line or egg sinker on the line, and then swivel, and then leader and hook. That's it. And then recently began to really enjoy soft plastics. Magic little rubber worms, holy trucks. Don't know if I have enough feather to go in between every wrap, so I'm trying to get it as even as I can. Oh, maybe I would have. That's okay. Okay. Do I hear soprano? Oh, I have my desk thing still sticking out because I never put away my tools. For some reason, I really like the blackish, like the black and the bright green with the blue. There's one. Okay. Life-changing stuff, just moving the wire around. I am always, oh yeah, so Baitcaster. As far as pole, for affordability and, you know, sticking with like what I know or something too is the ugly stick, GX2. Have medium lightweight one for spinning reel. I quite like the pole, or the rod rather. And the reel, I guess they're sold out. So I was looking at Cast King reels, also very affordable. And they do have a combo ugly stick, however the reel is just kind of like a throwaway reel. And really just want something that has finesse so I could finally really Ugh. You know what I forgot? I forgot Flash again. I always do that. Frick. So, let me try my... Oh, I can't believe I said that. I'm gonna have to do something. Maybe I could just like even glue straight onto the feather spine. Kinda like it. Okay, let me... Oh yeah, so Casking has a bunch of really affordable ones. I'm just looking on Amazon, unfortunately, because like the ease of it. Get them quick. It's okay, we'll still fish. Alright. Thank you for that. This one's nice and weighted. I really just wanted to give this hook a go. God, I always do that though. My desk is quite a mess currently. Dang. I might take some black Flash and just like straight up glue it to the rib of the feather, or some black tinsel. I really like this color combination. See, look at that. There's so much more gap. Now, it's heavy. I could weigh it. Nice and heavy. I still gotta find the Baitcaster. I don't know how long that will take. So, this is 0.46 ounces. What's the best measurement to measure? It's 1.28 grams. See? Chaos does. I've been using this to hold the phone. It printed it for thread, but these just break right off. The glittery, it's blue titanium, just very brittle, and it stays very fibrous, but out of black and white. See? Try to make them as heavy as possible. Dang. I did want to try a different color Flash. I have yellow, but hope everyone's having a beautiful night. Let me sit down for a second. Like, there is a good amount of rib, and also I need to buckle down and get some blood quills, because adding two, because that tuft is so nice. My plan is to kind of attempt to fish it as a swimming like fish. I'm not sure if that's not good or so. this one. Also, another question, and I apologize. My hair is not. I need a haircut. Anywho, so 6 ounce ultralight Baitcaster reel, smooth, 17.6 pounds carbon fiber drag. I'm not exactly sure what to look for in a baitcaster, and if a right means, so I'd be reeling with my left hand and controlling with my stuff like that. Spay Marabou. Oh, that's a big bag. I just had to look off of. Because Avid Max is on Amazon. It just makes it easier for shipping. But searching on Amazon, it the first results are all not ideal. Because I've only been able to find like 1 gram packs of this stuff, which I don't know how much a gram of marabou would be. Yeah, that's them. I appreciate that, because I was just looking up the marabou portion, because I have tons of craft store fur, and sometimes I'll use the tufts, like for this, I'll just use this portion of them, and the baby feathers, like a bunch of those, but they get like knotted up. But the ones that came in the kit, the blood quills, I guess, are really nice. And they keep their shape really nice, and they don't get like matted. Which, even when they dry all matted, they still like come free and like look great underwater. But the blood quills are. I'm also looking for CDC feathers, and what is this stuff called? I guess CDC feathers, because most of the stuff that I have for dubbing and wings, I guess, all snakes. It's all like for wet stuff. It's really hot back here. I wore the wrong dress. It was a little chilly. It's so hot back here. So the rod, I guess, will dictate the reel, and vice versa. So ugly stick GX2 Baitcaster. Yeah. So $40, can't beat that. And it has 7-year warranty. So those are the, and they have 5.6 medium, and I guess because it's gonna be for like to try to test these handmade lures. They only have medium light. Excuse me. Okay. And it's a 2-piece. Couldn't get more perfect than that. I like the 2-piece ones because could you know, backpack it, put it in your bag, and it'll fit in any car. 7 feet, so it's got some. So good. Been trying to downsize drastically, like ton of just stuff, and then like that gets in the way of the stuff that I actually need to use. And it's so hard to get rid of stuff out here, because it usually you just go to like Goodwill and donate boxes at a time, but there's no thrift stores that could drop anything off at, so it just kind of lingers to the point it ends up like for instance the opossum didn't have any sheets. However, piles and piles of clothes that I needed to donate, and then I had another bag of clothes that had just like minor repairs, but I was never gonna get to them, and at that point, it accumulated like stains from just dust and sitting around, so I was able to just wash that and get rid of a ton of bulk, and also put it to use in a very for a very elite purpose. The comfort of an opossum. It's beautiful. That thing was so cute and so sweet, like genuinely nice. Okay, so right-handed Baitcaster reel, because the thumb, for some reason I was always really intimidated by those. I'm not a bird, but I could make a beautiful bird's nest out of just about any reel. Just a little better with spinning reels. But every now and then, I think when I'm reeling in, sometimes I don't pay attention after a while, and I'll reel it in like loose, and then eventually I'll cast and it all comes out. But that only happens every now and then. And the other ones that like my dad uses, you have to keep your thumb on, and the only time I use those successfully is like trolling on a boat where you don't really have to worry about, you know, casting it, and bird's nest. And baitcasters, I just kind of assumed, and there was a baitcaster in the garbage can at Riviera, but I get timid at the wrong time, man, because I was too timid to get it for some reason. Okay, so that's a medium light pole. Does that mean it needs a medium light reel? Raw reel. So I'm not even there. Let me get this. One day I'll be able to censor my thoughts. Get one with a, okay, brilliant. I appreciate that, Roz. So, Ryan, get one with a magnetic anti-backlash. Because I don't want it to be like another situation where I read the reviews for the fly rod and reel, and I'm not blaming that. I'm not blaming the rod and reel, I'm blaming my own inadequacies as far as not understanding how to cast. Got it to roll, but the leader just kind of fell next to the end of the line rather than going out. And I was able to get out quite far, but the leader kept dropping next to it. And yeah, y'all must have some really strong wrists, because, you know, I do a lot of crafts and a lot of doodling, and like I feel like I have some strong wrists. No, my wrists were sore in like 2 seconds trying to cast, but it was really nice to finally get to see it. Tried in the front yard just a few times with nothing at the end of the line, but yeah, so I have a short. Hey dude, how you doing today? Yes, oh yeah, I wanted to write Spay Marabou down too. Put that under a star. Yeah, recommendations are worth more than gold. Less backlash. And now as a backlash, like the thread or the line coming back at you. I need bangs. I have like English Explorer hair or something. What rod weight are you using to cast? Rod weight. Okay, oh, so the weight of the rod itself. So right now I have a Ugly Stick GX2 medium light, I'm not sure the weight exactly, but I'll go. It's the smallest one I have. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking honestly. So it's 6 feet. It'd be nice to have a longer one. Maybe. I'm not sure. Because I it was kind of all of a sudden that I was like, I grew up fishing, but the poles that I had got jacked by family members, and so I had to rebuild my little tackles. Like, I lost my tackle box and everything, which was made by my great grandpa, I think. It was a for sale sign made out of wood, hand painted, and it was made into a box. It was really cool. And all my I had a knife that was a ruler, and on one side it was like the inches you wish it was, and the other side was like proper inches. And excuse me, but this is her, and it was $20 on sale on Ugly Stick free shipping. And let me see, 6 feet, medium. Oh, so it's medium. 6 to 15 pound line, and the one that I picked out for the Baitcaster reel is medium light, and I could read those numbers too. And for the reel, I have older Zepco 33. That's really nice. Just the line is dry rotted, so I have to re-spool it, but that's it. It's really nice, metal, all metal, smooth. The tension works. This is like the new one, I guess, all plastic, essentially. Like, this is metal, but all plastic, and the tension is broken, and just gotta fix that. But it was like $12, and it came pre-spooled, and that actually worked for like a day. And see, I have this little guy, which is one of Lefty Cray's flies, but I just retied it in the exact, like, I tried to get the exact proportions of it, and I have the original over there. But as you can see, I have three split shot on it, because I just couldn't get it to move well. So, and for out here, pretty much going to be fishing like the woolly grubbers, and I don't know if there's a way I could try like the dry ones, but I did try to make a weedless grubber. Just the gap of the hook is so small. I'm not sure if that's an issue, and I feel like it is. So a lot of these ropes and fibers are still floating. So maybe they will be okay to use for tails. It's just such a bright pop of color, and it brushes out to be really soft. And yeah. So, oh, apologize. Nice. Yeah. I have nothing wrong to say about it. It's just I can't stop but think I got a tiger light. I wanted a big meaty pole because I finally got the reel that I grew up using, which is another Zebco, Zebco SW60, and it's just so nostalgic. And to this day, when I'm at my parents' house, that's the reel that I use on an old 70s pole or 80s. But got that too meaty. The pole was too meaty. It doesn't move in the least bit, so I can't cast it at all. But it'll be perfect. So eventually, could get on a boat or like learn how to kite fish. But very meaty. And yeah, I'm still gonna bring the fly pole to the beach though, because whipping it around the rocks I think is worth a shot. There's not a lot of stuff crawling on the surface of the ocean, so it's a lot of bait fish and crustaceans, which I made a few, but nothing too good. I'll save that. My little sushi tray, sushi sampler, because a lot of the stuff is like not the best materials too, but they do make really nice bait fish. I'm gonna make more of these when I go to my parents' house. I need to. I'm able to focus a lot more there. There's no internet. I'm not exaggerating, but I like the tie back method on both sides, but big ones to try there. My main goal is to get enough small hooks to make a few sabukis and fish skin, if that's something that you can get. I saw a lateral one, but you know, on packs of sabuki it says real fish skin, and they're up there, but it'll say like real fish skin, and some sabukis are little shrimps. Here, let me just grab it. It's a little envelope out there. I can read this. Master, how you doing? I have this like dry rotted burger band I found in Code's garage, but it's really good for stretching. So, this is my purse. It consumes my whole life. I'm not even exaggerating. I will eat good, damn it. Just need some closer water. Yeah. These are for needlefish. And gar, I guess. I have only seen, I don't know if it was a gar or a pike or what. It was huge. And it went for my hook with shrimp on it, but it quickly was like, this is fishy, and went off. But I was able to see the side of it. Yeah, it was nice. And I do get a little too excited, and sometimes I move the line around too much and lose things, but you know, working on that. But see, fish skin. I want to make these. And look how simple. But where do I get that fish skin? And of course, shrimps. These are for sand perch. And you can head up just like you put a triangle weight or a pyramid weight or sinker at on the clip, and then unhook, and then you just cast it and move them around. And I like casting it a bunch, but you can also just leave it there And I brought my fold-up pole that was broken back when I still only have one, and just left it there while I was using the bait that I had, and sure enough, butterfish. Caught a few butterfish on this broken pole, and I was able to give like 7 of them to the freaking Vietnamese dudes up there, and they were stoked. I still wish I kept one because they must have been good. They looked good, and they like croaked. They're really beautiful. But food that I have in my purse. I got sunglasses and a hairbrush and a bag so I could throw like other stuff in it. And some of this for a liter because it's all I have currently besides like stuff that's too heavy. My wallet. I have this with a little cheat sheet for different things. And just different size hooks, weights, and swivels, because when I'm in saltwater, that's all I really use. And I did put some drop shot in here. You could always swim and grab the stuff if it does get stuck. Try to keep the minimum, and if I'm out here, I just grab the set that spear sight sent. Ooh, can't forget that. I'll put this in the back. Oh, I guess there's more stuff in it. This is for sheep's head and self-protection because it's really easy to put it in your shirt. Highly recommend these for walking to the store at night. You just put them in your shirt. And like this. I have another one, but it's bigger. This one's for out here, the other one's for Lake Worth. No, just kidding. Hey. It is Southeast Florida, right? Got to this rope. It just comes in handy and it doesn't take up much room. Use it for camera, dropping that off a bridge or anything. A little knife sharpener, but it also knocks rust off of stuff. This has safety pins and sewing needles. A little notebook, just because you always have to write something down. This for lobster. They're like $1, so keep them in everything. The permit's good for a year. Oh, whoops. So you'd think the giant knife is for self-protection, but it's not. This is a fillet knife. I have a separate one for baiting. Because I usually have to cut bait on like the sidewalk, so I don't want to get it all dinged up. Got a pen and lighter, 2 things that are always lost, but somebody always needs. I always need pen. So they're strapped in. This is for wacky rings. I don't have the cylinder to apply them to the worms, the wacky worms, so I have this. I think it's for gaskets, those rubber gaskets. Use it for a lot of stuff. Really big, strong jump rings. I've used this a lot. Gloves, of course. A small thing, because this one's just too big. But I like this one because you could get better pictures getting the measurement. Another knife sharpener and some scissors. And some pencils and stuff. And this bag is like $30, but it went on sale for $23 on Amazon. It's Cast King. So the only I have the big backpack too, but I wish they put rubber on the bottom to make it waterproof. But that you can keep on your back. I got a towel. That kind of thing. But try to always be ready to do the things you want to do. And one thing about Florida is there is water everywhere. Not a lot of it's easy to access because of like private property, but there's a good amount of water. I didn't time much today. I forgot Flash. What is happening? I wonder if that's like a safe spot for him. Yeah, I think those will. And these pliers are sure great because I think I'm going to start adding spoons to some of them, and I don't have any pliers that have this, so these ended up being great to open the split rings. I usually avoid those because I never use split rings. But yeah, Palm Beach County, always looking for different spots to check out, and hoping to get to the pier with my dad. I know it's not going to be easy on him, his body's like wrecked right now. Or at least get to the pier myself and bring stuff back, different fish to try. Because I'm not only focusing on the numerous like classic, delicious, nutrient-dense seafood, clean, beautiful seafood that we have, but also the ones that are don't have regulations, unregulated, like sand perch, ladyfish, which was really good for like meatballs or fish dip. It didn't smell like anything. It didn't even smell like water. I mean, I guess it smelled like water. So old school, no rubber ring, but a nail in the worm. Okay. So yeah, because the ring I had, oh, where did I put it? I think it's in the bag. I have to look it up, but the hooks is just, it was sliding all over the place. I think maybe like, I'm just gonna use this one as an example. Oh, that is a bad example because that fits quite snug. I also wasn't sure, like, to have it like on that side. I kind of pictured this to be like in the dead center, but I was wrong. So I guess like that. I really don't know. But I've been dying to try these. To fish on the fall seems really nice and intuitive, and I really like the soft plastics though. I've been dying to try these. They just look so substantial. The worms that I have are quite old, so you only get a few goes with them before, and especially making, like, doing the weedless where you poke the hook back into it, you only get a few goes before they start falling apart. But this is the one I've had the most success with, which I always thought this would be too big, and like a lot of hooks I would avoid because I thought they would be too big for things, but incredible, and a really beautiful fish. I really want to see peacock bass, so any rigs for that. And largemouth, of course. Code's actually been reading a book. My focus has been shot, so I'm really stoked on it because could learn some things. Found a book on largemouth bass at the thrift store. I think it's called Largemouth Bass of the 90s or something. Pretty neat. But the gape difference, I mean, I really want to tie worms. And if there's any patterns of stuff that I have, or at least stuff that's really easy to acquire, because I have been running into can't find this stuff efficiently, but I have a decent amount of supplies thus far, and really want to ship anything out. I have stamps. And it's really no bother. I guess the easiest way, I need to make an email, huh? I was gonna make a Rage Beats email, but it's taken and I don't have any other ideas. Kind of forgot, but yeah. And I have been saving all the worms that do break, because after seeing it's pretty easy to remelt them, could try to either make a silicone mold, even if it's a pour one by one, but it'll be cool just to be able to do that. And oh yeah. Okay, so you put it through the plastic. Fish actually eat snakes. Okay. Yeah, I saw a video. I should read the comments out loud, because then it's like, fish actually eat snakes, so be surprised size lures that they will take. Run jack of all trades. Master, I like that. I used to call myself a jackass of all trades. The worms, I still can't get over it. Because every Christmas, especially in childhood, I would get little fishing kits, and a lot of times it would have tons of soft plastics in it. And a few of those are mine from childhood, like the lizards especially. And I just remembered that I had a bunch of them, and they didn't degrade in the garage. Really want to try this. I guess like the same, like the Texas rig, and put the nose in the, I don't know. Tried a frog a few times with the double hooks, because there's the buckhead sheep, bullseye sheep, bullseye snakehead, and mean gnarly looking fish, but ton of food on per fish, and they're invasive. Texas or Carolina. Another thing I wasn't really familiar with, and I've grown to quite like, are the weight stoppers. I've never used those before. This is the stuff that I bring to the lake. Fiercite sent this, and it's been a godsend. Since it, the same week that I was like, alright, I gotta focus on bass, because the peacock bass, I know there's some more like cichlids, but the peacock and largemouth bass there. But it's just a bass targeting kit, I guess. These things, holy trucks. So simple, so nice. Bobber stoppers, or something like that. And like, you could get those on really thick line. They're like a rubber, I guess. And split shot too is really nice. I'm not sure what type of hook for the wacky worm. Like, I'm guessing a thick one, because this is the kit that had the rings in it for the wacky worms. But is that too small? Nice and snug, but is that too small? Because the biggest hooks in the kit are the worm hooks. Nice and snug on it. I just cannot wait to fish on the fall. Fish frog, yeah, fish frogs. So, actually, I think I put mine on the hole out there. Oh, I got another one. Just grabbed them from Walmart. I think it was like $2, if even, like $1.50 or something. I'm so stoked. They're putting it on Walmart, and the entire, like, they built a new city, and this area was like, do not do that. Keep the orange groves, which, hell yeah. But they built a new city, and now the new city is up in arms asking this area for help, because they want to put in a Walmart into the new city. And they said it brings undesirable elements to the area. But I'm really stoked. Tackle section, sewing section, yeah. there's not much out here, so that is exciting. But I don't know about this hook. Plastic top waters. Yeah, it was fun as heck to cast and scoot above the surface. The pole that I use mostly out here is the catfish pole, and I still just have the reel that came on it. However, when that goes, which they usually do, found a Shimano Sienna. They're like 35 bucks. Apparently they're really good, but that does really well out here. I forgot what weight it is, but definitely have a lot to learn. I still really laugh about the heavy. It doesn't move one bit. It's like I could grab it. I can't cast it at all. It was like cursing myself out up here. Coffee. So those, I had to put a bell on it in hopes that there like some indicate to this media or no. This is the Tiger Light, which I was really stoked for, but I just went too heavy. Medium heavy, 6.6. I can't cast it at all. It doesn't matter. And like it has some bend to it, but I can't cast it at all. It goes like 2 feet. And I've tried just about everything, even heavier weights. But this is the reel I grew up with. Really nice. Packs a ton of line. SW60. Oh, it's Zebco. The whole thing's metal. And it's like 15 bucks. And then this is what I use out here. It's collapsible and it fits on my bike, so I just go around with this and just been keeping this on because it does really well out here. And I just poke it in, which now that I know you can do that, but I just have it very basic. And this provides hours of fun in the sun. And the reel that's on it just came with it. It was on sale for like 50 bucks. The reel's a little useless, but it works great for now. I just know it's not gonna last very long. But I like it that the rod that I really want is the big water. The ugly stick big water for a spinning reel. I want to get that for that reel and save the heavy one for a boat or something, or live bait. But yeah, Baitcaster's definitely next. I've been putting off the big water for a while, but Baitcaster's really important right now because the sinkers that you could, or not sinkers, the bobbers that you could put some water in it for added, just anything, and because I'm about ready to put that canoe in the canal just to get closer to the water so I could at least see the stuff. and get it above like deeper water. Because at the lake, you don't even see gambusia on the banks. You don't see anything. The mosquito fish. Torpedoes are good. Like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, old one. Okay, I call this a torpedo. I wasn't sure if that was the real name. It's called the Devil's Horse Wood. Not mean looking. I never see the ones with torpedoes, but I haven't really looked at lures. I look at hooks a good deal, but I gotta get back there. It's one thing that I love about visiting my parents. I live about a few blocks from one of the older tackle shops. It's called Tuppence, and they have so much stuff in their shop. The shop is small, but it's packed, and it's the best learning experience. You could just walk around, and every time I go in there, there's something I've never seen before, like for a certain purpose. And really nice shop. I want to do a live stream now that I'm on Code's actually cell service. I suppose I was, but Verizon, so the cell service should work there, and I'll be able to, and with the gimbal, I'll be able to actually start trying. It's a little coastal town, so it's really nice, and the older spots are disappearing quick, so I'm not gonna round it up. Okay, so like a proper torpedo. Took a screenshot so I could remember. Let's see. Let me grab some coffee real quick. Found a 1977 Volkswagen van. Incredible shape, runs. I think that would be really sick to run a store out of. So, yeah. And like a base. I'd really like to have like a van or something to just have parked at the beach or what have you, and have like stuff available. I gotta figure out how exactly to do that, and like legitimately, and gonna be having some yard sales at my parents' house and stuff like that to get rid of like the stuff that I don't really want to put too much time into, like have a bunch of vintage with minor injuries and could easily be repaired. However, gonna pass this along in the world, and a lot of crafters and lake work, so people really can benefit from finding a bunch of vintage fabric to work from. So, been slowly boxing everything. And I have a bunch of comics, card decks, tarot cards even, and no games or anything, but I do have a box of Magic the Gathering cards. They've been opened and sifted. There's some from the 90s there. It's not Kaladesh. I still can't get over that. It's a box they made like 10 years ago and they're just like illegal now. Because it has like a connotation or something. But like, it's, I feel like every, like, what does Coca-Cola mean in every single language? Like, is there any word that sounds like Coca-Cola? I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you know what? People are gonna make a lot of money from it. Because, like the guy said, I believe that the boxes, unopened boxes could go for like $200. But now they're going for like $1,000. And, I forget, they have a term for it, but I forgot. Thought it was all quite interesting. I never learned how to play, but the art is incredible on it. And I really like how the artist names are on the cards. And like some cards I kept aside just for the art. I guess I already put away the Sailor Moon decks. Maybe I put them here. Yeah, I did. I also have these, essentially like Sailor Moon Pokemon. Nice holographics. It would be sick to try to scan as many cards into Kinto as possible to use that as a, like, to play some card games. I still have my Pokemon collection. And two huge binders of Pogs. And, yep, Southeast Florida. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to post Anton's link. Anton is, who painted the painting. Oh, 222. And you'll see it on his page. And the dude's always looking for art inspiration to paint from. So really, really neat. I painted my dolls, painted a few other things, and painted one of Code's pictures that he took underwater. And so let me put this in yesterday's stream. I still have to find a Baitcaster reel for a medium light pole, and I'm not sure what poundage to look for. I know I want to control it with my right hand, and like cast with my right hand, because, right? So I couldn't get a clear answer looking it up too, because it seemed like to be something that's down to the individual, which 100% get that, but need a little input. So let me just check out Anton's art here. Perfect. I meant to do that. Whoa. Holy trucks. Man. So I really gotta do a giveaway. I don't know what to give away. I'm not sure which, anything that I've tied thus far is functional or is proportionally proper. I'm not sure. So maybe, could like make a post and people could just comment on that, and I'll either pick a number. I don't know how to do it, but gotta do something. My mom's even getting on me. And just very much a beginner. But I don't only make flies, I could also make salvaged copper jewelry or accessories and other things like that, or just like a decorated hook. And like these are the ones that I gotta test, but more than happy to ship absolutely any of them out because I need some feedback. And I got some foam bugs, some attempts at schminnows. Those are the first ones I've really ever tried. And some bluegill killers and mosquitoes. And a bunch of grubber-like variations. And these craft fur bait fish, some of which are weighted. And I have a decent amount of supply, so I'm more than happy to attempt a new pattern also that you may favor. Got some kind of sad attempts at Matuka flies and some midget. I always get caddis, midges, emergers, buzzers, all of them mixed up. I need flashcards. There is, I believe, a trivia game. And also these are failed attempts at dial box, but I think we're gonna try to fish them like bait fish. Because when wet, they have a little bit of a bait fishy profile. Excuse me, choked some coffee out there and haven't covered. Got some Christmas lights coming too, so tomorrow, if I don't find any patterns, because I've just been trying to keep the content that I consume to be in relation to what I'm learning, which isn't easy, but I'm gonna try to decorate the Christmas tree tomorrow. I don't have many ornaments, but I do it every year, and they're all ornaments my grandma made, so really folksy and quaint. So gonna probably do that tomorrow or the next day, depending when the lights come in. I found the Christmas lights that look like candlesticks, and I've been dying to have a candlestick tree. And personal thanks to Code Lock. It was my very first member. Pretty soon I'm gonna have pixel art and like actual things like be like something monthly, or I don't know, and it's confusing because I didn't really have much of a game plan, excluding wanting to craft for my entire life and like actively maintain learning new little things to do with sounds weird, but and you know, it's not the most social thing. It's crafting at your desk alone in your creation station. Well, bugging code every now and then, but it's, you know, the future is here and we're able to live stream, and I really like find it to be a valuable tool. I even just scroll through the live streams. So many people just doing their own thing. It's amazing. Who needs celebrities? And like with the collapse of Hollywood anyway, like we're gonna have to start entertaining ourselves a little more productively and adequately. And what better to do that with crafts? And one of the goals is to eventually have live streams where more people could be on the screen and everyone's like engaging in whatever they work on or learning something from a person a bubble over. And yeah, because like there's a lot of what's that called, like byproducts in this that maybe like a jewelry maker would enjoy, and there's a lot of byproducts in farming and hunting, obviously, that fly fishermen and or fly tyers and crafters alike enjoy, and a lot of stuff like that. And I like do beach cleanups and barbecues and stuff like that, because you find a lot of useful material on beach cleanups. Like, you never have to buy mono eyes again, because I just have a bucket of fishing line that I pull out of the ocean, and that's perfect for mono eyes or for like crustacean eyes. I have a healthy little bag made out of salvaged fishing line, and it's a lot of bright colored mono line and a bunch of braided, which I was able to make a full-on necklace, and a bunch to spare. And the stuff is really sturdy, so the necklace is gonna last forever. But stuff like that. And I really like barbecues and picnics and potlucks. And you know, a lot of that kind of stopped during this pandemic and never really reignited. And so I think it would be nice. And even if like it just happens through a screen, it's just stuff like that. There should be like think tanks for craft supplies. They're tools. And stuff like that. I think I'm getting hungry. I'm starting to ramble a little bit. But on that note, I think it is. I always, as soon as it hits 91, I have like an internal clock. But I'm a grazer, so I eat like throughout the day, just like cheese sticks. But only a slight exaggeration. But yeah, it always seems to be 91, 92. So, can you make a rooster fish? What? I can have tons of rooster. I really like I don't have schlappen, so I've been using rooster for the tails. And if just never pops up, I'm really happy to send them. I made these tarpon flies, yes, a few days ago. I think time is kind of a blur out here. I'm not too much of a fan of the UV resin one. It just got a little too lumpy. But I believe these are rooster feathers. I could be totally wrong. I have a lot to learn. But see, like the saltwater flies are just essentially giant streamers. And these are my first attempts at deceivers. And you can see it has like a nice profile. Oh, I guess I could dunk it in water. Oh, nice. Just happens to have water right here. And a lot of people have videos of these underwater, and you can see how well and I have a ton of really small rooster feathers, so I've been meaning to make some smaller bait fish. Really nice. I have to work on my proportions a little bit, but that's where the like real world feedback, tactile feedback will come in. And I'm not exaggerating. Look at how the flash goes with the white and the crisp. I just really like it. And it's just bucktail and hackle feathers, and I don't think I have any schlappen, but I know you could also use schlappen. It's just so surreal. And you go tie them in so many different combinations. I just started with the chartreuse, kind of an ode to Lefty himself. I am gonna try to save up for a deceiver if I'm not too late, but I have a few of his flies. I still want to try to make some poofy ones like these. That's too cool. It still has like a piece of his fishing line on it. And Lefty Cray's daughter is selling a few of his flies because he's probably tied 1 million. And Best for Lefty Cray on Facebook. These are my absolute favorite. I need to give this a go. It's flawless. But poppers I really want to try for the bass. And just the poppers I made, just not very good. And I haven't tried again. I want to make the cork poppers. Oh, I lost them. That's it. Like, try to make a cork popper. The back area needs a lot of improvement. This is just kind of desk scraps. But I didn't know what to finish it with. I think because most of the stuff I have to just dries too fast, I can't paint the whole thing in time. And it's just cork. If you're looking for this size cork, ear piercing cork, you get huge bags of it for like $5. And it's really easy to carve. Took like 2 seconds. But I don't know what to finish it with because I really want to give poppers a go. And every time I go to the craft store, I forget to look at balsa wood, and it's really far from here. So when I forget something, it's like, shoot, better luck next year. But lacquer, okay. And if there's any specific brands, I have Hardest Hole Penetrator and head cement, but the head cement is a little too gunky and I can't get it on fast enough. But it's really nice when I do manage to get it on and even. Deer hair. Oh, interesting. Deer hair slider. Let's see. I've been looking for deer. Yeah, I've been looking for deer hair. There is one deer stacked. I want to make one so bad. Haven't been able to find deer hair. I did find on eBay like 100 by 100 square inch kind of square of deer fur, but I haven't been able to find any. And the stuff that I can find it's just a little scrap or that one listing. I live right across from hunting grounds and I haven't been able to find any scraps that way either. I've even went to the gut pile multiple times. There's a few, I think there's a stream or two from the gut pile, and no success thus far. I did find some skulls, which was nice, but like, because it's hunting ground. This one is, you can see they had really good aim. But decided on keeping this one. Look at the squigglies. The other ones I'm just like trying to collect and pass along to artists. And try to trade like for feathers and stuff. Also plan on keeping this one because it has a 2 teeth saw. Everything's loose. Hunting grounds are across the canal. I'm not sure what this was, but my dad's friend gave it. Try to find shells to keep dust from things because there's some stuff that I really gotta make some decisions. Like I had to part ways with a bunch of statues because I didn't need a bunch of statues. Really trying to downsize to only things that I use and things that I want to learn anyway because it's just gotten too distracting. I am really good at finding stuff at yard sales, thrift stores, everything, but enough is enough. But, especially books. Books are something that, like, I have no idea what to do with. Books and clothes are like the 2 hardest things to move. And I have to. But like clothes, like so easy to get them dirty. Books, they're really heavy, and they tend to sit for a while, and kind of burnt out on like housing. And I know I talk about it a lot, but I live too far from any green markets, and that's really where I vend like all the stock that I have, like stock as in stuff that I have for the purpose of commerce and not necessarily to keep for myself. I mean, it comes in handy for gifts, but I've been trying to get to try to meet some of the local hunters. There's quite a few groups, and like I'll find some people that have exactly what I'm looking for, but then all communication like goes silent, and either no responses or like people just disappear. And oh, Justin, hey, teal, white, and black. I made some of these super simple ones. I'm more than happy to ship you one on the house. We'll just take a stamp. But these are red and white tarpon flies. I'm not too fond of this one with the UV resin. However, quite big hook, size 2/0, must add. I was just demonstrating one of the deceivers, and maybe deceiver will also be good. I dunked it in water to show the profile. Bucktail and hackle feathers. But I'm gonna head out to eat and all that because I'm feeling it. But please never hesitate because they're ready to go. And I got quite a few deceivers that also need testing, but we're happy to send one of these red and white tarpon flies. I'm not sure who designed them. I got the pattern from Saltwater Fly Patterns, Lefty Cray, compiled by Lefty Cray, and very simple. But I had all the materials like at this exact moment, so I was able to spin some up without having to wait for anything. But yeah, I'm happy. I could also do mangrove snook flies. I think it's Chico Fernandez. I've been trying to remember the artists because they are artists and scientists, and very good book. And on eBay they're about like $6-7 if even. But on that note, time for food, and I'm not sure what else. I gotta organize this desk a little bit, so probably some music. I gotta remember to not dress for a tundra because back here it is a little steamy. I'm a pretty content person, unless we're talking temperature wise. It would be chilly as heck, so bundle up and then I'm sweating balls. But a lot of these fibers over an hour and they're still floating, so I'll definitely keep this aside for dry tails because a lot of the materials I have straight sink and I don't have polypropylene rope yet. I'm not sure what this stuff is made out of, but you know, the cut solid piece of it sunk. Individual fibers are all floating, and I would just use a few in the back just for pop color. Like I see a lot of yarns and stuff used for tags and stuff, so Ewos, today I forgot to add the flash, but I made another one of this. Like I tried to make the exact one, excluding the fact I added the bead to it and much more of the lead, but I forgot flash. And the reason why I wanted to retie it is I just didn't feel like there's a lot of gape left. These hooks that I got on eBay, the gapes are just like, I couldn't get a bead like this on it. Even a small bead, it can't make that bend, so I have to open the beads up to get it on. But I had some Aberdeen hooks. Code actually picked these hooks out, and they're a little bendy, but I'm able to get beads on it. Nice huge gap for the largemouth guys, and gonna try to give it a go. I don't know if it's too big or what, but super weighted, and I used something with a spine like the other one for like a bait fishy feel. Hopefully, I might try to attach flash to it, but I might wait. Because I could even probably, like, just put specks of holographic glitter mixed with resin down the spine of the feather and it'll stay. I don't know. Just something flashy. But it's got that big silver head. And I gotta get some more blood quills for tails, because I really wish there was a fly shop near here. There is nothing of the like, and Walmart will be the closest thing. So, hey, bike fishing. I appreciate that, you both. I can't wait till, I have to wait like 24 hours to be able to go through the comments, because I really should be paying y'all, because I've been given so much information, and so a day or two after streams I try to go back to the comments and just go to the end of the video to scroll through the chat, because there's always so much that I miss. I try to screenshot everything and then write it down immediately, but I still forget. Amazon, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops. Yeah, I was gonna try to find, because I can't find pheasant feathers anywhere, like affordable pheasant feathers, because I'm in learning mode, so I am trying to find bulk materials to kind of, I think it's leftover from crafting, but it's hard to feel like I'm not wasting materials, and it's hard to feel like I'm not about to run out of materials or going to run out, and then when I do, I can't find the materials again. For like the jewelry I used to make, I used to pretty much only use salvage beads from either vintage clothes or vintage jewelry, and it made it so like they felt like more special, but it also made it very stressful trying to locate materials all the time and not run out. So I'd end up like hoarding beads and never using them. So I think I'm trying to shake that too, because there's nowhere to get any form of materials. I've been pretty much only on Amazon, but very hit or miss. I've just know a lot more now. Like the giant thing of this EP fiber, it's not like EP fiber. It's like Barbie doll hair, but I have an insane amount of it. Stuff like that I wish I knew better. But yeah, it's a ton of feathers, but like not the really necessary ones, if that makes sense. And so ongoing, I heard someone say that it takes a lifetime, so I'm not rushing anything, even though it might seem like it. But Marketplace, very nice. The one thing about Marketplace, it's my area currently, like in my hometown, Score City. Out here, Scare City. Like I blew out the craft supply section on OfferUp and Marketplace for this area, and I still haven't seen any posted. And a few of those listings were like a year old and over a year old, because I feel like a lot of the people here, their houses are really big, and so like ample room for storage. So, you know, even like year-old listings, they'll still have the stuff, and the yard sales out here are incredible. That's where I've gotten like a lot of fur and a bunch of different like animal teeth, and gator scoots and stuff like that. But I wish I knew about fur. I was always looking for fur for just general crafting and adding to things, because really gorgeous material, and a lot of it was quite old, but I don't think I would have left a scrap behind. And they've just gotten so difficult to find out here. When you do find a sign, you'll drive very far apart everything is, and by the time you find a sign and by the time you make it to it, there's nothing. It's like an old sign or what have you. And it's worse right now because we're in a little bit of a drought. So the signs look new for weeks instead of like rain taking them out. But on that note, I'm getting into ramble mode, and everyone's gonna start hearing my stomach going off in a second. Hunger hits me like a truck. It grates, and you know, if I eat too much, I fall asleep, and if I eat too little, I fall asleep. So, alright, and but also start rambling, I guess. But I hope y'all have a beautiful evening, and I thank y'all for joining me. Sorry for the lack of tying on this stream, but ever since that possum came into my life, I just gotten a little distracted, and no complaints. She was an incredible experience, and she was transported to Orlando and getting all of her treatment, and is going to live there. So a really nice outcome, and when I walked out to open the gate, there was a full rainbow. So, like, you know, the signs were there. It was gonna be a good thing, I guess. And because I was really worried about it, I needed that rainbow, and but really relieved, and just in between two spots here in Lake Worth, and I haven't gotten down there at all yet because things just like plans keep falling through. So kind of been like half here, half there mentally, and yeah, and I need more patterns because I have a few ready, but I'm trying to learn as many styles as possible to find my comfort zone, and work on that, and yeah, but hopefully, I don't know. See, this is what I try to avoid. I avoid trying to like wait till rant. Have a beautiful night. Love y'all. Have a beautiful evening, and never hesitate. You can find me on Instagram, Kinto, and just about everywhere. Just pretty much Instagram and Kinto. Honestly, I don't have like, I used to have a Discord, but I didn't know what to really do with it. I think it's still active, but yeah. There's gonna be more Kento stuff happening because I'm trying to get back into pixel art. It's not the best, but it's all going to Kento, so feel free to subscribe to Code Lock's channel because you'll be seeing it over there. And on that note, happy trails. Appreciate that, Adam. Hello, Gemini. That's clever. I like that. Take your time, don't feel bad. I scrapped a whole lot. Yeah. Happens. Happens a good deal in these parts, but I appreciate y'all, and yeah, hopefully could do a huge stream, and I'll check out your channel also, Run, and yeah, hopefully one day I could do a whole like communal stream. I just think it would be sick, and Kento could like if somebody's like, hey, I want to show this real quick, then your screen will be big, and then everybody in the small screens is like, oh wow, that's brilliant. My life is infinitely better now that I know this glue hack. Good stuff. Happy trails.